Guru, Vai, 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 Guru, Guru, Vai, 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 Guru. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. So I know we completed the Japji Sahib, whatever mat was given to us by Guru Sahib. Now after Japji Sahib there are from Japji Sahib, from Sodar till Pai Prapat Manuk Deoria, which was the Reras Sahib done during Guru Arjan Dev Ji's time, before Guru Gobind Singh Ji. So there continuously there's Shabads which in Gurbani comes in the first 13 pages, right? And then Sohela Sahib also comes. So we'll continue with this so that at least we can cover partial Reras Sahib. Obviously the Chaupai is not part of that because we are doing the Vichar from Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So we're going to start with Sodar. Now, we discussed Sodar, the body, in Japji Sahib also. There are three different forms which comes in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So this one is right after Japji Sahib, after the slok. And it is called Sodar Rag Asa Mahalla Pehla. That is, this is in Rag Asa Mahalla. There is a subtle differences between the Sodar Podi, which was the 27th Podi, I believe, in Japji Sahib. For example, Sodar kehaa, Sokar kehaa, Sodar Tera kehaa. There is a difference, and we'll talk about it. But a little bit of a history, especially for this Podi. I think there was a question asked by Bebe Nanaki to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, that you have right after, Guru Nanak Dev Ji went into the river for a few days and came out, and everybody thought that, except Bebe Nanaki, everybody thought that he's no longer there in this world, right? Because his body was also not found and all, but Bebe Nanaki had a full faith that my Veer is still alive, right? Because she knew that he was a Satguru. So it is said that the full belief was with the Pai Mardana Ji also. He still, just like a morning Amrit Vela, he still used to go there where in the river Guru Nanak Dev Ji went, and he still used to sing praises of Vaheguru, right? But once he comes out, right, and in history, I think it comes that Bibi Nanki asked, I know you went to the Dar of Vaheguru with your physical body, right? And how does it looks like? And then that's when they say that this particular, Shabad was given to us by Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So let's go ahead and let's say how far we go, right? I can't commit anything that will be able to do the whole Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj because it is all Vaheguru Ji's Kirpa. But at least we'll continue till Suhela for the time being, and then we'll see with Vaheguru Ji's Kirpa. Everybody's okay with that? हाँ जी ठीक है जी.
Yes, that sounds really good.
ठीक है जी वाहिगुरु. तो आओ जी फिर ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਚਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਸੋਦਰ ਰਾਗ ਆਸਾ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ. ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ Satguru Prasad, as in this is one Vaheguru, and from the whole one Vaheguru this Trigun Maya was created, and we can meet Vaheguru with Satguru Prasad, with the Kirpa of Satguru. Then we can meet back from where we were created. Short form of Ikonkar Satguru Prasad. So dar Tera kehaa, so kar kehaa, jitbੈ sarab samale. So this is a question basically by Bebe Nanki, that how does that dar looks like? Where is it? Where does it belong and what happens there? That place where Vaheguruji sits and takes care of everybody, and that place where we can go back and merge back in Vaheguru. Where is that place? How does it looks like? And what we need to do? How is that does that door looks like, right? And the nishani, the sign, Maharaj says, Vaje tere naad anek asankha, kete tere vavan hare. Maharaj says that there are lots of sounds. The sound of naad is there. That's what we know from the last reading that Maharaj is talking about Gyan Khand, right? Gyan Khand mein Gyan Prachand, tithe naad binod kod anant. That there is a naad out there, and there are different other also. Vajje Shabad Kanere, we read, right? The Kanere Shabad, there are all other different rags are playing, the sounds are there, the Anhat Shabads and the Panch Shabads, all are at the Dar of Vaheguru Sache Pasha. But the Naad is the prominent one, which we can hear at the Dar of Vaheguru Sache Pasha. Vajje Tere Naad Anek Sanka Kete Tere Vavan Hare. And these sounds are played by Vavan Hare, as in there are some subtle bodies which are playing, right? Not physical, nothing physical there, all subtle, all invisible bodies which are playing. I remember, and I'm not going to name that Gurmukh, I remember a story of a Gurmukh of a very recent time. It's just for an inspiration. Few days before he passed away, that Gurmukh Pyara, um, his family didn't knew that he was at a high avastha, right? He was his wife heard, different tanti saz, different instruments playing, and they thought that maybe there is Amrit Vela Sangat here, and the Simran was playing with different tanti saz. And when the wife went into his room, he saw him levitated, like physically above the ground, and different instruments were playing on their own. So when I hear Vavan Hare, I kind of visualize, I should not visualize, but that's for understanding sake, we can visualize that these sounds are playing on their own. Although somebody's playing it, but you can't see them, that's what Vavan Hare. Vajje tere naad anek sankha, kete tere Vavan Hare. Kete tere raag pari syo kahiya, kete tere gavan hare. So pari, very important word. Pari in Gursikhi, we can call it angels, or For better understanding, Pari is used for Devlok diyan ruਹਾਂ. There are those subtle bodies who made it to Devlok. Kete tere raag pari syon kahiye, kete tere gavan hare. So all these angels are playing these shabads, these rags, and these sounds. They all are coming from the Dar of Vaheguru. With your experience, when you will experience the Naad, anybody when they will experience the Naad, they will feel like that Vaheguruji himself is a Naad. Because, why I'm saying this? The journey starts from Akhri Naam. We have discussed that multiple times. Akhri Naam as in our Gurmantar. Then that same Gurmantar changes to, we start hearing stuff. A sound which is not, which is like Kagad Kalamana Likhanhar, Manne ka Beh Karan Vichar. Aisa naam niranjan hoye, jeko man jane man koe. That Shabad we'll start hearing. The Shabad jinu apa sanatte da vi Shabad kehne hai, right? I mean, when there is a silence in a jungle or something, the Shabad which we hear, very similar to that. But we are hearing this from inside us, not outside us. That sounds comes and all, and then it keep on changing, right? That Anhat Shabad, we also call them voice of Vaheguru, that it is coming directly from Vaheguru, right? Ong sound, right? But they keep on changing, and we discuss this. More closer we go to the Dar, the sounds change. The way it sounds, it changes. And Naad is the final sound. And then with your experience, with the practical, when you will do, you will see that same Naad becomes a Prakash. Same Naad becomes a Prakash. And that's why when we have this kind of an understanding, and when we read the Gurbani, you will be able to correlate your practical experiences, and you will get a stamp from Gurbani. Kete tere raag parisyo kahiye, kete tere gavan. Now, because the Naad itself becomes the Prakash, you will feel like that Naam and Nami is the same. We have discussed this in the past also. Naam te Nami ikko hi hai. Onne hi agge jaake Nami ban jana. Nami as in Vaheguru, from where the sound is coming. That Prakash, right? It's like just you go from one level to another level to another level, and it changes. And we give an example. Let's say there is a some DJ is there, right? And DJ is playing that sound, some music sound, and in some village, and you're standing just outside the village. You keep on going in the village. When outside the village, the sound will be different. You go more closer and closer and closer, the sound will change, totally change. That's what happens. So the sounds which you hear right now, when you go in sun, when you go in zero state, it will change, right? Because then when you will connect your mind with Vaiguruji's kirpa, with that sound, you will go to that place where you will see the prakash, and at that point of time, you'll feel like that prakash actually came from that sound. That sound changed into the light, right? So, but Maharaj is saying so many rags are there, and that's why there are so many, but at the end they become one. Kete tere rag parisyo kahiye, kete tere gavanare. As if there are so many different people are playing those sounds, but they are all subtle, right? At the end of the day, who are the pariya? Who are the angels? They are our minds who have been successful to reach the Devlok. They have done the Bhakti Marg, and they are there surrounding that. And just go back to your understanding of Khands, very important understanding, that the merger happens in the Karam Khand. But before the Karam Khand, the Sharam Khand and the Gyan Khand, when somebody starts reaching there, they become a Vasi of Devlok. Vasi as in the citizen of Devlok. Everything is temporary. Everything is temporary except Karam Khand and Sachkhand. Rest, all the games are temporary. Why I say that? because Sachkhand was a Nirankar. And Karam Khand is where you are stitched with the Satguru, where you are stitched with the that's where you become one with Vaheguru, right? But rest everything is temporary. Devlok is temporary, right? So when we leave this physical body, and if we are walking on the path of spirituality, most of the souls will go there to the Devlok. Very rare ones will be who get stitched back to the Vaheguru, because they will still have some params, some purity is not there. That's why Maharaj in Asa Ki War says, home which aya, home which gaya. That he comes in home, he goes in home. But if you will have home, obviously you will end up in a 84 lakh tomb. You will not go to the Devlok. But there's this full clarity is not there. Some stain is not there. And there is a concept when in the mind there is some a little bit of a stain, that mind is, that part, that ansh has to come back to clean that. That's why Devlok people in the Devlok, they're away from 84 lakh June, but they still have to come back so that they can actually get back merged with the Vaig. But they will not go in 84 lakh June, but they'll come in a human June. That's why Maharaj says, Surnar Munjan Amrit Khoj De. So Amrit Gur Te Paya. Paya Amrit Gur Kirpa Kini Sacha Man Vasaya. So जिन्नी देर तक मन विच सच्चा वसदा नहीं ना, till the time that such, Vaheguru Sache Pasha is also called such, is not fully one in your mind, मन जोत स्वरूप नहीं हो जाता, till that time there is a possibility we come back again. After that there is a possibility you can come back, but then you become a gurmukh. Then you come to do a parokar, seva. And that will be a seva. That's why all the gurmukhs who comes, they do the seva, right? But at that dar, all these pariyan surrounding that dar, there are a lot of pariyan, these angels are there. Around that, Devlok is there. Kete tere rag parisyon kahiya. They are doing the praises there in the form of those sounds. Parisyon kahiya, kete tere gavan hare. Tere. Here they are all Vahegurus. Tere, 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 tu. The whole thing is Vaheguru. Nothing else. They're not playing it for some other people. They're playing it for Vaheguru. Gavan tudno pavan pani besantar gave raja taram duare. Gavan tudno pavan pani besantar. The air, water, fire, all the elements are there. Again, remember Gyan Khand. That's also, that's where the Pavan Pani Besantar is, right? Gave Raja Taram Duare. Now that Raja was sitting in the Taram Khand. So he was also singing the praises of Vaheguru, right? All the elements are also singing the praises. Even the Taramraj is also singing the praises at the door of Vaheguru Sache Pasha. Gavan tudno chit gupt likh janan likh dharam bichare. Even the Chitragupt also are singing the praises of Vaheguru. Who are Chitragupt? Who write our karams. Whatever karams we do on this earth, they take a picture secretly of our karams, right? That's why Vaheguruji is always watching us, right? We might think that we are doing some karam and Vaheguruji is not watching us, but Vaheguruji is always watching us through Chitragupt. And they are writing it, likh taram bichare, and that's how they sing the praises, because they are very honest in their duty. They're always doing it. Remember, this is a very interesting thing. Chitragupt, Taramraj, five thieves, Panchduts, Kal, they are all doing their duty, except one entity. Except one entity. Everybody is doing their duty. The duty assigned to them by Vaheguru. Everybody knows what their duty is. But there's one entity who forgets. And that's what the game is. And I know Teji asked this question, right? That why Vaheguruji sent it to us here. Because we have forgotten the game. That's why we asked this question. We all humans have forgotten this game. That we were sent to play a game and we forgot our role. Rest everybody remembers. And that's the game. We were made to forget this. That's why we have to play this game this way. Because if we would know that, okay, my job is to get back to Wagyu and merge with one, right? Then the game will not be interesting, right? Then everybody will be doing bhakti, right? And that's what was happening in Satyu. But then some corruption component came, and everybody got corrupted slowly in Treta Yuga, in Dwapar Yuga, in Kal Yuga. The corruption became increasing, right? But Chitragupta knows what corruption we are doing. Chitragupta fully knows what we are doing. And he's reporting back to Taramraj with all the pictures, all the videos of our each and every second, what we are doing. That's the beauty. But Chitragupta is also there and singing the praises. In Taramkhand, we know that, right? Just around the side, around Vaheguru Sache Pasha, all are doing the praises while doing their work. And so should we. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਾਲ ਨਾਲ ਰੱਬ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਨਵ ਨੂੰ ਚਿੱਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਹੈ I think we were discussing that ਸ਼ਬਦ, right? ਨਾਮਾ ਕਹੇ ਤ੍ਰਿਲੋਚਨੋ ਮੁਖ ਤੇ ਨਾਮ ਸਮਾਲ हाथ पाओ कर काम सब चीत निरंजन नाथ. Namdev ji said to Tirlochan that from your mouth, praise the Vaheguru, remember the Vaheguru all the time. Mukte naam samar. Hathaਂ ਤੇ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ. Kaam sab, all the work. Whether you're studying, whether you're working, do honestly. Kaam sab, that's why the word sab was there. Sab means all. Don't leave your work in between, right? Do your full work, whatever you are assigned to. Mukte naam samal, haath pao, kar kaam sab, cheet niranjana. But as you are working, remember Vaheguru all the time. And that's what Chitragupta is doing. He's doing that. He is doing Gavan Tudno Chitragupta likh janan. Oda kaam hai likhna, janana. His work is to write and to see, to understand what is this human doing, what is this mind doing. And he's writing everything. But with writing, he's also singing praises. So we are worse than Chitragupta, maybe, right? Gavan Tudno, Isar Brahma Devi, Sohan Tere, Sada Savare, Devlok Devasi. Isar is Shivji. Isar Brahma Devi, all the, Matama and all the angels, basically. That's we, right? If we are not able to merge with Vaheguru, we will become Devi Devs, hopefully. It's with the kirpa of Vaheguru. Never ever say, oh, I will become a Devi Devte. It's all with the kirpa. If Vaheguruji's kirpa will be there. If he wants us to do the seva like that, we'll do the seva like that. Just put it in your mind. You have to do a seva. Seva of Vaheguru. Whenever we are doing a langar seva, when we are doing feeding the homeless people, cleaning something for somebody, doing other seva, don't think that you are doing the seva of the sangat. Say we are doing the seva of Vaheguru and keep remembering Vaheguru. Then it will become a true seva. Anything you do, right? Any seva, any non-profit seva, anything you do, nishkam seva. Remember, we are not doing it. We're doing it with Vaheguruji's kirpa. Vaheguruji is helping us doing it. And we are doing a seva of Vaheguru. Har ki tehal kamavni, japiye prabhu ka naam, naal naam japiye. Then it becomes a true seva. But all Ishwar, Brahma, Devi, all these Devi Devte, Surnar, Munjan, they are doing the praises of Vaheguru. Gavan, singing. They are singing. Gavan Tudno, Indra, Indrasan Bethe, Devtyan Dar Nale. Maharaj is saying they are sitting at near to the dar, right? They're sitting at the dar and they are also singing. Who Indra Devta, Indrasan, other angels, all. Because some are named, some are not. There are many, millions, right? Maybe millions is also less, right? But they are all sitting at, and that's why, right? We discussed about this Devlok. Some people call it also sheath sinks, right? These angels. But all of them, whosoever is there, their food is Naam. Their food is praises. And they will also go to the places where the praises is happening. So if you are jumping the Naam with the full surti, they'll come to you. They'll be next to you. They want to listen to that Naam Japana, right? That's their food. ਆਓ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਗਾਵਨ ਤੁਧਨੋ ਇੰਦਰ ਇੰਦਰਾਸਨ ਬੈਠੇ ਦੇਵਤਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਚੱਲਾਂਗੇ ਵਿਲ ਗੋ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਟੁਮਾਰੋ ਆਓ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰੀਏ unless somebody has a question you can ask a question otherwise ਆਓ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵਾਹ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੁਣਨਾ guru ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੁਣਨਾ we have to listen to our own voice we have to say ਵਾਹ there's a gap a little bit guru ਵਾਹ little bit tummy in guru tummy out and listen to our own voice आओ जी शुरू करिए वाह गुरु 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 गुरु वाह 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 guru, va, 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 guru, Vaheguru, 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 Guru, Va, 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 Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru. Antargat. Mind should chant, mind should listen. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਹਮ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਪਰੇ ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਬਿਖੈ ਬਿਖ ਖਾਈ, ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਭਰਮ ਪੈ ਭੂਲੈ, ਸੁਤ ਦਾਰਾ ਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ। ਇੱਕ ਉੱਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ, ਤੈ ਮਿਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ। ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਜੀ। ਵਿਲ ਮੀਟ ਅਗੇਨ ਟੁਮਾਰੋ at 5 p.m. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ